Hello and welcome back to this new video on the Pit Stop F1 YouTube channel. Today we will be trying out the Wet Tires Dry Check Challenge. We'll be doing this challenge in the Red Bull of Alexander Albon around the streets of Marina Bay in Singapore. Of course 0% AI, only 5 laps, these are the settings, and I hope you enjoy today's video.
Welcome then to Marina Bay in a tough, bumpy street circuit that will test these drivers to their absolute limit. So sit back and enjoy the action here at the Singapore Grand Prix.
So here we are then on the grid. We're actually in P4, which is really nice. We have a custom setup on, and yeah, we'll just have to do one lap on the soft tires because we cannot change that. And we'll come in straight to the box for the wet tires, and we'll see how far we can get up to the grid. 5 laps tonight, 5 red lights now coming on, then we load the revs. And we're on the way for the Singapore Grand Prix. We have a good start, maybe we can get the jump on Vettel. We can go around the outside of Max Verstappen, maybe into turn 1. We can, and that is us into P1. Us up into P1. And now we just need to try and get away, try to get as big of a gap as possible to see if we can make the wet tires work. Crossing into sector 2 now as we go purple, of course, since we're the first to cross into it. We only have 2.5 seconds to the cars behind. Do need to focus while talking because it's really hard around the street circuit. You guys commented that. I should try this around Singapore and Monaco, so here we are. I also saw 2 comments for Wet Tires Dry Check Challenge. And here we are now. So we now cross into sector 3. You can see we almost have an 8-second gap to the cars behind. Red Bull really looking strong on this game. Mercedes not living up to what it's doing in real life, and Ferrari just way too far up the grid. I hope they come out with the performance update soon, as it's already October when this video will come out. Because I cannot wait for it, and then we now have to change our tires to wets. And then we can come into the box. Oh, we'll actually overshoot the pit lane there a little bit. That's not very nice. Only 60 kilometers an hour in the pit lane here. And we have 11 seconds to the cars behind. So we actually set the fastest lap of the race while coming into the pit lane. That's quite ironic. And Max Verstappen now coming alongside his Bottas, and Hamilton also passing. And now just both of the Ferraris and the whole field getting past now.
Tell us when you want the slicks fitted to the car. The conditions could improve soon.
So Jeff immediately saying we need the slicks on the car. So we almost spin out, and I can understand why he says that. Because these tires are undrivable. Already after one corner, I don't feel like I can get any performance out of these tires, and this is going to be a very short challenge. They at least will try.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
And we already get the new strategy option as we go a bit wide. And let's see if we can maybe gain a bit on Daniel Kvyat. But I don't think we can do anything now, and as we spin out here. This is going to be a disastrous episode. Yeah, the tires are completely dead. Let's see if we cannot get lapped then. Because this will be an impossible way of driving like this.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Jeff wants to burn some energy. I don't want to burn the tires. Damn. We get a lot. This is very good drifting practice actually. Driving with wet tires on a dry track. So Verstappen now coming through the first couple of turns, as we are only coming into the last sector just then. And this is a real fight against the clock. It's a very long lap, so I have to bridge a lot of distance before lapping me or us. But I don't think we'll stay ahead of him. Yes, I said, this is really fantastic drift practice. Oh my god. And the car just wants to jump out from you. And oh no. We're almost spinning like through every corner. I'm 4th gear and the car wants to get away from me. Damn. This is impossible. So now skipping ahead a little bit. And yeah, it's just impossible to drive this car here. Luckily we don't have the Singapore sling anymore, because we would retire there 100%. Just trying to use overtake whenever I basically can. And we put it into lean mix, but oh my god. If you want to learn how to drift, do this challenge. I really recommend it. The car just wants to get away from me at every possible moment. And you have to drive so slowly and so gently to keep the car under control. So now in comparison to the lap before, when we were driving here, Max Verstappen was going through the first couple of corners, and now he's way into sector 2. Of course we only have to complete 4 laps, and then we'll get now into our last lap. Almost. It's very long driving like this. Coming onto our final lap then. Very easy. Oh my god, you hit a painted line and the car immediately sprints away from your rear. So rear tires have worn out quite drastically over these 2 laps even that I've driven. And now then, trying to see, can we stay ahead of Max Verstappen? Oh, and that's what we do not need. Max Verstappen getting really close now. And I don't think we'll make this. And the tires, yeah, they're really dead. I don't think we will be able to complete this lap before we get lapped. Take a shot every time I say lap. And that was on the dry tires. We've already passed the 148 marker as Verstappen. I was getting really close. Probably see him. Won't be looking back, or will I? No, I won't, because that's way too scary. And I hope there's even still profile on these tires that I can still call a wet tires dry track challenge. Because this is just impossible, and as we can now see Max Verstappen closing up on us, it's actually going to be a really tight finish for the lead here. Will he put it? Oh, he actually puts it down the inside, but can we hang it around the outside? No, we can't, and we just lose this challenge too. And that's a real bummer. Thank you for watching.